Hello everyone. This will be my final series on YouTube. Everything else I would post will be random clips. Because I lost favor, you can say, in storytelling. And I usually don't even finish the series, so what's the point on making series if you're never gonna finish them at this point, so. Yeah. So welcome to my last series I will do on YouTube. It's been a long road, so that for sure. Welcome to Void Knight Deku, or Void Knight Symbiote Deku. If you know who this is, congrats. If you don't, I will explain. This is Void Knight. Back in, can't remember what issue it was, but back in King in Black. It is I think, fourth child of Noel. A very powerful symbiote, but due to a random encounter with the wrong people, he kind of met the Silver Surfer, and then after that, Ego, the Living Planet, kind of obliterated him off the face of the universe. But yeah, pretty awesome design, but the way, like, he immediately showed up, and then right as fast as he showed up, he died by Ego, trying to save Silver Surfer from Noel. So yeah. And plus, look at this man. The man looks like Garo, man, just mad, dripped out, bro. Look at this. Man looks cooler than Venom. If not, like, one of the only other symbiotes that look cooler than, I think, what was his name? Ghost Venom. Ghost Rider and Venom. Like, look at this, bro. Man looks like a whole nother, like, man looks like a whole Demon King. Like, look at it. Anyways, how will this work if he's already dead? Well, technically, I'll, plot convenience, I'll say with the bits of leftover life Noel has, he only has a power to send, this is like right before he got yeeted in the sun, by the way. So with the power he has left, since he can't control this universe, he would try to go to another. Or at least not him directly, of course, because, you know, he's being held by, you know, flipping Venom with the, or Eddie Brock with the life, whatever it's called, Life Force, but yeah. While in a almost subconscious state, a portal would open up. And he would basically rip off his arm and throw that arm out at the portal, immediately closing it right before he was hit with, you know, quick 1-2 from King Venom. So yeah, this arm would crash into a meteorite, and inevitably that meteorite will crash into other meteorites, and inevitably make another meteorite. More lines, the arm itself is a meteorite, but anyways, let's continue on. As over time, the arm would have been frozen by space, collecting frost and other things like that. It would have, you know, this would be the last remaining strength, which will be Void Knight, or at least a rebirth version of Void Knight. Having all his, maybe not same body as Void Knight, but same memories as Void Knight. All he remembers is being obliterated by Ego, the Living Planet. But yeah, we don't talk about that. Man got done so dirty by Ego, bro, I swear. Man was born, man died. Yeah. Anyways, we now go to Earth. We go to a boy being bullied. Even though he's being bullied, he's still very fit. Because unlike in the other timeline, or canon timeline, Midori actually worked out. Because, I mean, Who wouldn't? I mean, if you're gonna have a job, might as well be buff or something, because you know, half of, if not more than half of the jobs need a quirk, so you're gonna have to have some sort of physical enhancement. So yeah, Midori's been working out. What job should I give him? What would be fun? I feel like being a pizza dude would be funny. Having Bakugo order pizza and then like, oh hey Deku, wait Deku? I don't, you know. But then again, I could always have him be a photographer or news reporter. But then again, that wouldn't be very original, wouldn't it? So I guess he's looking for a job. If not a job, then I say here's like a delivery job then. No, what that? I'll say he has a bar job right now, bartender. Not bartender, but I mean, I think you can work at a bar. At least as a bartender, I think. Underage? I mean, I have no idea. Let me think. Something that can connect to others. Would it be funny if it was an Uber, almost like Moon Knight? For now, I guess he just has a job. I'm not going to specify what job because I can't think of one, but you know, he has a job. That's all you got to know. But yeah. So, oh, by the way, he lives away from Inko at this time. Since technically, I think Japan's thing is like 13, and then you get kicked out by your parents or something. But yeah. So he's about like 14-ish, 15 at this time. So like canon age for Deku. He does visit his mother a lot though, to make sure she's alright and whatnot. But yeah, besides that, everything's fine. Or what you would think would be fine. So we go on canon how, you know, Midoriya is kind of under a bridge. Basically gets trapped by a sludge villain. And, yeah, that's where it starts. He would start to lose consciousness as he would hear a voice. A deep voice. In return for your mind, body, and soul, I will give you power to succeed in this world. Will you accept my power? Being a fight response, man says yes. As his will to live. Yeah. As that meteor will be crashing right at that bridge. And basically landing, you know, dispersing the sludge villain and hitting Izuku head on. Since it's still just our arm, you know, it kind of forms around, you know, Deku. Creating this thing. Yes, it would still be part of Null. Null will still be alive technically, since it is a part of him. But most control, though, would probably go to Void Knight. But yeah. So almost like a mentor, almost like a Conchu thing. Where you have, you know, the two characters, and then you have kind of Conchu leading them. But yeah. As a sludge villain will go back together and look at this dude. And proceed to try to either run away or attack him. by immediately failing, with Midoriya basically giving him a 1-2, dispersing him. If you know how strong symbiotes are, especially symbiotes that are above flipping Carnage in general, or in Toxin. I mean, besides Toxin, because I mean Toxin's pretty powerful. So I'll say it's more of a... I mean, naturally he's not stronger than Toxin. I'll say the longer he lives, the stronger he becomes, more of the like. And every fight he goes through, also he adapts, I guess, almost like a Doomsday, but the only difference is that he ain't gonna be dead every time. The more you try to fight him, the more he would adapt. And also, the longer he lives, the stronger he gets. So, yeah. Also, if you're wondering, by the time this series will be at an end, Midoriya will be about, like, I'll say mid-20s, I guess say. If not a bit farther than that. Yeah, I'll say he's in, like, adult and whatnot, but yeah. He'd be in, like, adult age. So now we got the loser, Midoriya. Anyways, Midoriya just got a overpowered level up. Significantly. Yeah. And also, just letting you know, this part of No still has cosmic energy, although it's very little due to this universe technically not have cosmic energy. So the only cosmic energy he has is the cosmic energy at this point that he absorbs from like UV rays or the sun or something. So basically, he'll be able to use that cosmic energy, but not as ginormous as No could. More of a smaller scale. So if he needs anything to be obliterated in a quick amount of time, a little, cosmic energy and bam, basically did. But yeah. Especially since I'm pretty sure no one can really defend against cosmic energy, at least in this universe. Knowing how flippin', what was his name? The dude who eats planets, he uses that like it's a toy, basically, just to destroy a planet. So I'm pretty sure that can kill a person with a very well ease. Not to mention, literally it took a heavenly powered venom to beat him. So yeah. So yeah, Midoriya, you can say, is this version of the King of Black, I guess. I mean, guaranteed not as, brutal, since, of course, there are going to be disagreements between him and, Null, but yeah. Null's still sleeping after, he got his butt whooped, but yeah. He kind of still slumbering. He's more in a stasis until he's needed, or until him, or until Izuku and Void Knight are unconscious, and then, he'll take control, but yeah. So right now, Midoriya's kind of confused on what's happening. Or more lines, he's unconscious since, I guess that was more lines Void Knight. Void Knight kind of dips by jumping to a building. Yoink. And, building the building. Kind of just getting, he's kind of just looking at the world. He's not really doing anything much. Trying to get, a basis of the world. Powers, quirks and whatnot. So he, he kind of analyzing the world. He kind of notices, like, everyone has powers of some sort. And then immediately tries to go in, Izuku's memories to see, what he needs for the world. So, memories of quirks, him trying to understand some concepts and whatnot, but yeah. All he knows is that it's basically a genetic mutation of evolution. So yeah, of humanity. Although it's not as good as his universe's, tech or technology, due to them only, mainly using technology for quirks nowadays instead of actual evolution. So yeah, now that I think, I don't even think they have missiles. They'll probably just send top heroes. I mean, they might have missiles. I mean, guaranteed they probably do. I mean, it's more lines our day and age, but a bit more advanced. So yeah. So we go to, Void Knight, kind of just meditating, looking through the memories. Not to mention, he's kind of like, yeah, he's kind of just there. Because honestly, he's just looking at nature, just seeing, you know, the laws and whatnot. He would most likely disagree with the laws, because, I mean, literally everyone from, like, the Marvel universe uses their powers willingly. A good representation is Logan, or Wolverine. Man, he uses it on daily, but yeah. Yeah. Either getting in a bar fight or something, or fighting people in the X-Men, but yeah. Just natural things. Yeah, so Void Knight disagrees on this. But then again, you know, things happen, so it's not his universe, so he can't really call anything. Not to mention, he's technically the only symbiote in this universe, so, you know, that's a thing. Or technically a second symbiote, since, I mean, mentally there's two symbiotes, but, you know, physically there's like one symbiote, so, yeah. So, yeah, we go to All Might, looking at, getting to the bridge, or, you know, yeah, out of the sewers. He would see the sludge villain dispersed. He would question it, and then, you know, he would try to see if anybody's around, and then continue to scrape the, you know, sludge into a bottle. At this time, Midori would have woken up already, and will be laying down, face towards the sky, confused in how he got there. But, you know, he wouldn't question that much. I mean, he's away from the villain. He would just guess a hero saved him. So, yeah. We go to... I guess we could just go to Midoriya going home, I guess. Midoriya's home, kind of just chilling. Or not home, but... I mean, would the sludge villain happen? I mean... Then again, there's still that hole in All Might's pocket. I mean, I guess so. I mean, why not? I'll say before he goes home. He's kind of just chilling, kind of confused on how he got to the roof. Still thinking it was a hero, though. That's his best consumption. As he's kind of just chilling, realistically. And, you know, the explosions happen, everything happens. He runs because, you know, he's a nerd and he would like to take notes. He gets his notebook out and, you know, yeah. He looks at it, Bakugo's in it, you know. I'll say this version of My Hero Academia is a bit more realistic. So he wouldn't call him Kachan because, bro, if you were bullied, no matter how strong-willed you were, you would at least shit, like, bro. Unless you persistent, like, bro. He would call him Bakugo. Unless, you know, Bakugo earns that name back. Then, besides that, that's all I can get from here. Especially since he has a symbiote now, that's also manipulating his emotions and whatnot. So he most definitely not call him. I mean, if he didn't have the symbiote, I'll say guaranteed, maybe? But now that he does have the symbiote, he's not calling him Kachan at all. Like, man lost that respect as soon as he got the symbiote, so yeah. Midoriya doesn't know he has a symbiote, since, you know, no one really knows what a symbiote inside your body feels like, so yeah. It's more of a... You kind of meditate for like a couple seconds and you can just feel the sentience within your body. That's not you, but yeah. So Midoriya's... You know, Void Knight's kind of just doing, you know, his work. Kind of just trying to genetically change Midoriya to, like, best physically and, you know, basically trying to just fix the genome to, like, perfect of, like, a symbiote's needs, basically. While also trying to bond a little, the perfect bond, since he's trying to basically recreate what Noel did, except not as a high scale, because I mean, man literally killed Celestials to create symbiotes, but yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Void Knight was created, one of those that were created by the, I think, heart of a Celestial, or brain of, or head of Celestial, can't remember which one it was, but it was one of them. So yeah, he naturally has, like, an absorption of, like, cosmic energy. Very powerful, but, you know, it's my hero, so unless I decide to add anything, yeah. So now we go to, you know, him just, like, you know, running in the crowd, running the Bakugo. Not transforming, because, I mean, he, you know, Void Knight knows what humans are and what they would do to, like, an extraterrestrial. Knowing Riot, if you've seen the movie, man, literally, you know, they literally try to experiment. I mean, not directly on the symbiotes, but nonetheless, experimentation. So yeah, Void Knight knows what humans are like when they don't understand. They try to experiment and whatnot. And, you know, knowing Null's commands, yeah, no, that's not happening. So he's gonna try to keep his identity hidden as quick as possible. So yeah. So I'll say he does, you know, the same thing happens. You know, he saves Bakugo, or I'll say he does, you know, yank Bakugo, but, you know, in return, Bakugo's body starts flying out of the sludge villain while he's stuck in the villain, and then, you know, All Might appears, and then bam. Knowing that Deku actually physically helped Bakugo would be a bit more, you know, how Bakugo is with, you know, his rivalry and, you know, his mentality. He would be a bit more angrier, but then again have a lot more respect towards Deku. So there will be character development in Bakugo. So don't worry, I'm not going to make him, like, you know, an instant dickhead or anything, but, you know. He is going to be a dick at some parts, but, you know, character development. He's going to have certain, you know, meetings with certain characters to see, you know, morals and whatnot. But, yeah. So, yeah, we got Midoriya being constricted and then, you know, being paroled by heroes. Like, why, you know, why did you do that? You could have gotten yourself killed and whatnot, you know, like, blah, 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 you know. Yeah, Void's there. Man's like, excuse me, like, inside of his head, excuse me. He helped all of your asses. Y'all didn't do anything. He literally did something that Death Arms could have done very easily. Grabbed him, yanked him out. I mean, guaranteed he wouldn't be able to escape the sludge villain, but nonetheless, you know, at least yank him out, like, bro. And if the sludge villain really wanted to, he couldn't really threaten anybody, because, you know, he can't really force himself too fast inside the victim unless, you know, they explode. So, yeah. So, yeah. Even if he was threatening them, it would still take him time to actually take control of the body, or at least suffocate the dude. So yeah. So Midoriya, or Void Knight, just releases a bit of bloodlust, kind of, you know, allowing Midoriya to get free and walk. You know, the same thing happens with All Might. All Might tries to talk to him, but yeah, no. Man's like, yeah, no. Yeah, because he wouldn't have that confrontation with All Might in the rooftop, because he would just go home, or at least try to go home until he heard the explosions. So yeah. All Might would appear. Things will happen. Yeah. He would try, but Midoriya would decline. Or at least be forced to decline. As he would hear a voice say, no. Getting information, Void Knight wouldn't know what would happen if he were to interact with a quirk. I mean, he'll probably copy it, but then again, there's already, singularity point. He'll probably, more lines, the symbiote itself will probably push the quirk to be singularity, but then again, it's not really possible if you think about it, but, it is possible. He would decline it because he's not trying to, deal with anything right now. He's still trying to learn, about this world, so he'll forcefully, he would, bring, or more lines say to Deku, no, you're not accepting it. Doesn't matter who I am right now, leave, go home. That's all you gotta worry about. As he would make himself known to Deku, but, Deku's kind of, as Deku is, he's, all jitty and whatnot. He's like, who are you? Are you my quirk? If Void Knight was instantly assaulted, he was like, excuse me, what? He literally did the thing Venom did when Eddie Brock looked at the car window, basically forced him to the wall. Rule number 1, don't ever compare to me to something weak as a quirk. Rule number 2, don't compare me to anybody. I am far stronger than anybody you'll ever meet in your lifetime. 3, I am a symbiote, and you are my host, an alien species called Clintar. That's all you need to know for right now. I'll tell you everything on a need-to-know basis. 4, don't freak out. I was here since that little accident with the sledgeman before. Under the bridge. And 5, don't tell anyone or I will eat your organs. And that is not a debate, I will eat your organs. But as long as you play nice, I would play nice as well. So, as long as you feed me, I'm good. As Void Knight, will say all that. Midori be, fearful and, all this other jazz. But then again, he has power. He would question it, and then he would kind of go along with his day. And that is when I'll end this part. I don't want to add too much to this video, just in case I forget it. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching part 1 of Void Knight Deku. See y'all later.